Welcome to Garden Plants with Jim Putnam. Let's talk all gold juniper. This is Juniperus conferta, all gold, otherwise known as all gold juniper. This one is a sport of Blue Pacific, which has always been absolutely one of my favorite ground cover junipers. I like it much better than blue rug or some of the other ground hugging junipers. This sport is unbelievably beautiful with this, all the new growth on it has this really bright gold color. Toward the center of the plant, in the older growth, it's slightly greener, and then in the winter time, it really puts on a kind of a kaleidoscope of colors during colder months, but it's always beautiful. Again, I think these shore junipers are a bit hardier overall than some of the other ground cover junipers. It's a little bit taller ultimately than like blue rug, which will lay completely flat to the ground. And it gives it some advantage in allowing it to dry out some, which is one of the enemies of these ground cover junipers. They actually get root rot issues, and they stay so compact to the ground that they end up being their own worst enemies as they establish themselves. But this one, again, allows a little bit of air movement around it, and I think that really helps it. The other thing you'll notice about these in comparison to some other ground cover junipers, it's kind of got a light feathery look to it. It just looks softer to the touch, and it is somewhat softer to the touch than some other junipers as well. These, we're obviously not growing these for flowers, right? We're growing them for the foliage color and the fact that this thing's like a chameleon during the season. It's constantly changing, looks fantastic. You'll see the height listed on these, something like 6 inches, 9 inches tall, something like that. And of course, as wide as you want to let them get. They can get 4 feet, 6 feet, 8 feet. You can control it, whatever height, however wide you want it. These are creeping out on the sidewalk. If they creeped out a little bit too far, they can just be cut off whenever. It doesn't even really matter. But I think it ultimately will get a little taller than that. Once they join together like this, they're going to pile on each other a bit and end up, slightly more than a foot tall, something like that. These are hardy in zone 6 to 9, so they don't have quite the same cold hardiness as some of the other ground cover juniper options you may have in your area if you're like in zone 5. These shore junipers tend to be a little bit less cold hardy, but they're hardy in every other way. As I mentioned, all gold is a bit of a chameleon, and in the winter it's going to pick up oranges, yellows, pinks in the coloration. All of these colors that this thing does, it would prefer full sun to show the most color off, but I have seen them in part shade conditions and they're fine, and they're quite bright. As long as they're getting some direct sun and then bright light the rest of the day, they seem to be fine in those conditions. Where are you going to use this thing? Well, obviously it's a great ground cover on a sloped area, a bed edge, like it's being used here, where it's softening the edge of a sidewalk. These would work great in containers. Any foundation planting where you needed super low plants, it's going to work great. Rock gardens, places where it's extremely dry, the drought, they're very drought tolerant. And then, of course, you will be thinking about the color, that change in colors during the season. You want to make sure you're matching it up with things that it looks good with. I don't know that these Nandinas that these ended up next to, whether this combination is the best. It looks great maybe right this minute, but at times of the year it may change. So you might want to think about that probably evergreen, green things are probably best planted with it. So those things will, so that evolution of the foliage color won't end up clashing with something. A couple important things you'll want to keep in mind when you're, looking, when you're siting these junipers. They definitely don't want to be in a place that is wet or is overly moist in any way. They really need well-drained soils. So slopes are the perfect place for them. They're native to Japan and in sandier, well-drained soils. So moving them to our clay-based soils here in Raleigh, if you put them in flat spaces, they're probably not going to perform as well. But any kind of slope is perfect in, again, sun conditions. I fertilize, these types of shrubs once a year with an organic fertilizer, and they may not even need that if they're performing well year to year. They're great for covering a space like this where, you're not going to have to mulch as much. I mean, there's only a few little gaps in here in between these, so you're going to lessen the amount of mulch you're using. Pruning, you can probably prune these if you get a crazy limb on it 12 months out of the year without really hurting them. Probably the best time of the year, if you're looking for the best time to prune them, is in the late winter, right before they start to flush out again. No real pest issues to worry about. They tend to be deer resistant, tend to be rabbit resistant. Doesn't mean that deer won't try something, in a desperate deer will try anything, but these types of junipers tend to be resistant to that kind of thing. Overall, just extremely low maintenance, and you get a lot of bang for the buck with one of these all gold junipers. They really do show off in the landscape, and every time we see them, they are a standout, and truly a standout. There are 2 or 3 places in our neighborhood where these are planted, and every time we see them, they just, it'll just kind of blow you away how colorful they actually are. So be on the lookout for all gold junipers for a pop of color in a well-drained space. Thanks for watching.